This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Topping our news, after more than a year, the Salvation Army's Quality of Life program has helped many go from homeless to housed.
The program recently received a donation of more than $2 million, all part of a continued expansion. ABC7's Kate Flexer joins us live from the Salvation Army with a look at what the program has accomplished so far and what's yet to be done. Kate?
Good evening, guys. After just 1 year, this program has seen about 700 people, and now many of them have permanent housing and even jobs. When Ashley Edwards came to the Salvation Army, she was unemployed and homeless. 3 weeks later, she has a job and is well on her way to getting housing.
If you have a chance to have someone help you help yourself, that makes your quality of life go up.
It's all thanks to the Quality of Life by Choice program that she says removed the everyday stresses of life long enough for her to change her situation.
Oh, I wouldn't have to worry about lights, food, water, the things that make people stress out and sometimes I would say go backwards and just say, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it.
Put in place 1 year ago, the program provides the homeless with caseworkers and eventually permanent housing. Major Ethan Frizzell says it's different than any other program, avoiding a one-size-fits-all approach.
It allows us to recognize the autonomy of every individual and to dignify their choices in a way that allows them to design their own solutions.
That individualized attention does cost, though. In 2013, a night's stay cost the Salvation Army $12.50. Today, it costs about $35. But Frizzell says it's about a larger shift in mentality from providing temporary shelter to instead providing the resources for long-term solutions and reducing chronic homelessness.
So it's absolutely cheaper on the system. It just has a different investment on the upfront side of helping people into housing, instead of the long-term side of paying for people to be homeless.
Edwards agrees and says it's all about striking a balance between feeling comfortable but driven.
If everybody got to just come stay somewhere and never have to move and never have to do anything, who would move? You know what I mean? So at least they let you feel the comfortability of it, but also tell you there's a time limit to get to your goal.
The biggest goal moving forward is to reduce the number of people to each caseworker to continue that individualized care. Reporting live in Sarasota, Kate Flexter, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Kate, thank you. A Manatee County man survives after his mobile home explodes and burns. This is all that's left of the home in the Trailer Estates Park in Bradenton. It happened early Sunday morning. Fire officials say the blast most likely was caused by an oxygen tank that was near the homeowner's bed. He was able to escape and was treated for minor smoke inhalation. For people who live in this Trailer Estates, it was an unexpected early morning wake-up call.
I was in bed at 4 o'clock in the morning or 10 after 4, explosions. I thought it was a motorcycle going down the street, but then she said she saw flames.
Fire officials are still trying to figure out what caused that oxygen tank to explode. Neighbors are planning a fundraiser soon for the victim.
A South Sarasota County roundabout idea is no longer. Residents in the Island Walk and Grand Paradiso communities had requested a traffic light in front of their neighborhood. Residents were concerned the Florida Department of Transportation would install a roundabout. In the end, thanks to an online petition, the residents are getting their light. As per their contract, the West Villages Development Group will pay the $800,000 for the light's construction.
All right, let's get a check on our weather today. Sure was warm and approaching record highs, Bob.
Yeah, a couple degrees shy of the record today. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s for the most part. We are going to see some changes in terms of temperatures over the next couple of days, but the bigger one comes later this week with another cold front. The first one now causing some problems over the panhandle of Florida. That's where the heavy rainfall is occurring right now, and those storms have the potential for producing tornadoes through this evening and the potential for severe weather. We are not looking at any rainfall here. This is, again, I talked about this earlier, military exercises going on down near the Keys, and they released this shaft, if you will, to kind of fool the radar. Well, that's moving on shore right now, and that's not rain at this point. But there are legitimate showers and storms well to the west of us. They won't be here, it appears, until after sunrise tomorrow. And the potential for rough weather, it's there, but not nearly as strong as it is now over the panhandle of Florida. 78 degrees, our current temperature. Dew point is way up there. Winds are out of the south, brisk at 20. And the pressure is holding steady right now at 29.93 inches. Well, much more on the rain chances tomorrow and the stronger cold front due to arrive on Thursday. Coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The city of Sarasota is pushing ahead with the effort to transform a section of East Ringling Boulevard.
The commission unanimously approving the second reading of several proposals today that will pave the way for the redevelopment of the Ringling Shopping Center. ABC7's Bobeth Yates has the details.
This shopping center off Ringling Boulevard just east of School Avenue has struggled to keep shops in the area, but now a new project hopes to change that.
To rezone an approximately 9.73-acre parcel of property located.
City of Sarasota's auditor and clerk Pamela Natalini read word for word 3 proposals related to what's now being called the Ringling Shopping Center Revitalization Project. And all 3 proposals adjust the city's land use and commercial rules to allow the now residential and commercial site to be used for a more mixed-use purpose.
This is just a great victory for the neighborhood. It shows what can happen when residents get together. Instead of having a super Walmart center overwhelming this area, you're going to have a nice mixed-use center with the guarantee that people can walk across the property to get to the park.
Dan Loback is with Control Growth Now, a watchdog organization that aims at preventing too much development. But he says the proposed Ringling Shopping Center is a perfect balance to help the community.
So it's a win-win for the city, for the developer, and for the neighborhood.
For the past several years, efforts have been made to revitalize the now dying shopping center. At one point, there were talks about a big box store moving into the space, but the community was in heavy opposition. The proposal on the table now will create a little for everyone, adding more than 200 condos as well as commercial space. And those who currently live in the community say they are in support.
I mean, I'm a resident of this area. I've lived here a long time. I think that's a wonderful effort as long as it's not a disservice to people who live here.
About 10 years ago, a public supermarket moved out of the current shopping center. Since then, one by one, other stores followed. The change left the community without many shopping options. But Vallarta says while she's excited about the new stores, she has other concerns.
I don't like the idea that it would drive out people who have lived here this whole life, or that the cost of living would rise too much. But, you know, sprucing up the neighborhood and bringing some new shops to this plaza is a great idea.
The Ringling Shopping Center Revitalization Project isn't a done deal yet. Commissioners still have to approve it in third reading. Bobeth Yates, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Bobeth, thank you. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, why environmentalists say a dam in North Florida is impacting the water flow from a 15-mile-long reservoir.
And Governor Rick Scott's push for more money in the state ahead of a year with a tighter budget.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from granny nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Environmentalists are filing a legal petition aimed at forcing the removal of the Rodman Dam in North Florida. The dam and reservoir were created back in the late 1960s as part of the Barge Canal. That was a project that was canceled by President Richard Nixon in 1971. The dam has been controversial for years. Environmentalists say it stops normal water flow on the Ocklawaha River and neighboring springs. They're filing the petition since they have not had any success accomplishing their goal diplomatically.
It's an absolute outrage that everything has been done and we still have this dam. There's no reason whatsoever to do this. In fact, it's a bizarre situation.
Proponents of the dam say it should remain in existence because it is an economic benefit to the region as an excellent largemouth bass fishery. They also point to a new wildlife ecosystem that has developed near that dam.
Governor Rick Scott is reaching out to large business groups in Florida. The governor was among a host of state leaders at today's annual Associated Industries of Florida conference. It focuses on various issues the state faces, including taxes and an increase in worker compensation insurance. Governor Scott says more money is needed to attract jobs and tourists to the state, especially as 2017 projects to be a tighter budget year.
It's incumbent upon everybody who gets elected to spend them well. And that's what I'll try to be, do that in my budget proposal, and then I'll work with the legislature to spend the dollars well.
This week begins the first of several legislative committee weeks in advance of the 2017 session that begins in March.
Could there be some rain in our forecast?
Let's hope so.
Yeah, we'll find out right after this.
Black Friday's biggest deals are still here. That's right, the Black Friday sales event is going strong at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the technology and comfort you'd find in a luxury vehicle. Right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
I know my lawn could really use some rain.
Yeah, I know a lot of people watering it, you know, through the old method, not the real method that we need, the rain, right?
Rain, right.
It's been really dry if you think about it. November, one of the driest on record. So far, December, not much rain. But so we're going to get some half-inch, maybe an inch of rainfall, which is much needed here across the west coast of Florida and across the southeast, too. So things starting to get a little bit more active, a little bit more progressive. I think we'll start to see more storms moving through over the upcoming weeks, too. Casey Key webcam showing, quiet day in terms of rainfall, but kind of a windy day. Winds coming out of the south, the waves kicking up there. Small craft exercise caution as a result of those stronger winds. And had some photos sent in from Casey Key. Got to look at this as the sun was setting there. Appreciate that shot. Sent in to pics at mysuncoast.com. Mart sending that one in. Also one from Logboat Key Bridge. The sun just going down below the horizon there. Beautiful shot from Kathy. Appreciate all those photos that were sent in. And you can see the satellite and radar imagery showing some pretty active day today across parts of the lower Mississippi Valley, stretching from Louisiana into Mississippi, Alabama, now in Georgia, where they need the rain too. They've experienced extreme drought conditions this past summer and throughout the fall, so some much needed rainfall there. No rain here at this point. 78 degrees, clear skies. The dew point pretty high at 68 degrees. The humidity at 71%. We have a south wind brisk at 20, gusts as high as 25, and it will stay windy overnight and tomorrow. And that wind will be basically out of the south until late afternoon. It will start to switch more to a westerly direction. The high today, 2 degrees shy of the record, warmed up to 84 degrees. The normal high at 75. Now we'll be closer to this number on Thursday and then well below it on Friday as the secondary cold front moves through. This morning's low was warm at 67. Will be warmer than that tomorrow morning. Our lows tomorrow expected to be right around 70 degrees. And no rainfall to report, and we're over 2.5 inches below average so far for the year. Looks like we'll get maybe an inch out of this in some areas. Overnight, after midnight, there's a chance for a few showers, not much. Scattered about, the rain chance only at 20% after midnight. And then our rain chances start to pick up, especially late morning, afternoon, showers and storms around. There could be even a few stray showers right at sunrise, but for the most part, the best chance for us of getting those heavier storms will be late in the morning and early afternoon across west central Florida. Right now, it's cooling down to 66 in Pensacola, 10 degrees warmer into Jacksonville out ahead of the front, 78 now in Miami. And around town, temperatures all pretty uniform in the mid to upper 70s to even low 80s. Mayaca City now at 80 degrees. Venice, you're at 78. Northport, the same. And Sarasota, 1 degree warmer in Bradenton. Lakewood Ranch now checking in at 78 degrees. The wind flow, as I mentioned, will stay breezy through the overnight hours and then pick up a little bit after sunrise tomorrow. Notice what happens, though, by around 3, 4 o'clock, they start to shift more to the west. And that's the first front that'll move through tomorrow late afternoon and cool us down just a little bit, not much, on Wednesday. The big story, obviously, is the heavy rainfall and the potential for severe storms over the panhandle of Florida. Our chance for severe weather here is marginal right now for those late morning, early afternoon storms, and there's a 5% risk that we may see an isolated tornado. So not much, but we'll keep an eye on it for you throughout the day. With most of the moisture content to the north, we're not experiencing any rainfall here at this time, and it should stay dry through the night. 38 in Boston, Buffalo at 40, Ottawa 29 degrees, and there's that real cold air over the northern plains and in the northern Rockies, 21 now into Minot, and 48 degrees now in Oklahoma City. So that cooler air starting to spill into the southeast. Atlanta now at 52 degrees. Let's get a look at the forecast now. As we see it, the futurecast showing not much rainfall during the morning. As I mentioned, by late morning, though, this is at 11 o'clock. We start to see showers and storms moving in, and then behind it, some much cooler air starts to filter in, especially on Thursday as that stronger cold front moves through. Boaters, beware. Winds will be brisk from the south at 10 to 15 knots and seas 2 to 4 feet. The water temperature now at 72 degrees. UV index will be low tomorrow as a result of the increased clouds. Low tide upcoming 10:58, and the forecast tonight, warm, windy, a slight chance for showers mainly after midnight, 72 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, a good chance for showers. Some of those storms could be strong at times. 78 is the expected high, and the extended forecast does call for much cooler weather to move in on Friday and a very chilly start on Saturday morning. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The DeSoto Square Mall has a new owner. The mall's general manager confirming the news to the Bradenton Herald. The mall went up for sale this past summer by Namdar Realty Group. Little details available at this point, but the mall says it will host a press conference within the next few weeks. The new owners would be the mall's fourth since opening in 1973.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you to La Costa in Northport, one of the busiest communities on the Suncoast.
First out the door when it matters most. And this month, Made in America is back. 200 reports and counting. He asks, he listens. When American jobs are on the line, he's right there. Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
The official salon of ABC7.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbybthebay.org.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
No matter how long you've lived here, there are probably many Suncoast communities you aren't that familiar with.
And ABC7's Linda Carson says the more you know about the neighborhoods around here, the prouder you will be of these places we call home. Linda.
I went to high school with Carolyn Farrar, and she has lived all over the country. But her favorite place ever is La Casa, a senior gated community in Northport. Here's why she says it is a great place to call home. Residents say La Casa has a special kind of magic.
I firmly believe that living in La Casa adds 10 years to your life because you are mentally active and you are physically active.
Carolyn Farrar and her husband retired here 14 years ago. She loves it.
Because there's so much to do, and it's not like I thought retirement would be. I never played tennis before. They offer free lessons here. This is where I learned to play tennis. Now I play on 2 leagues.
She chose La Costa because of the well-kept homes, beautiful landscaping, the safety of the gated community, and the amenities.
We have a very large recreation hall, holds up to 800 people theater style, and several hundred people when we have our parties. We also have a clubhouse. In that clubhouse, we have a library, we have billiard rooms.
And an arts area where Carolyn is learning various arts, including pottery.
I never dreamed we could make the things that we do in pottery.
There are also 2 swimming pools, an exercise facility, a boat launch, and 6 tennis courts. There wasn't much here before La Costa was built in 1977.
Just a lot of palmettos and quite a bit of swamp area and so on. And nothing in this area at all at the time.
There were less than 100 homes when Anthony, now 95, arrived in 1980.
Salespeople were trying very hard to get the word out up north, and they were sending people down, giving them their transportation, airplane transportation, and giving them extra things to get them to come in to the park.
Then in the 90s, the residents took over ownership and La Costa boomed. There are now 1,250 members of La Costa's Activity Association.
They all pay $7 a year to belong to the association, and we run dinner parties, dances every month. We have potluck dinners. We sponsor all the card and game groups around here.
And they sponsor clubs like tennis, golf, bocce, and pickleball. Tim says La Costa is a great place to call home.
And everybody knows each other, they take care of each other, and it's a really close-knit community.
They also have live shows. There is so much to do there. You will never be lonely. And it's La Casa. I think I said La Costa in there somewhere.
At least we had the sign. We saw La Casa. But
Very
nice
good.
people, and I'm sure they don't mind.
I'm sure they know where they live.
Right, right. Thank you, Linda.